Hey everybody, it's me Trudy here at Tucker and Tulips. I'm really glad that you're here. Today I have a video, I have a haul for you guys. I have an update of what's been going on. I feel like I owe you guys a bit of an explanation. I do have a haul today, and it is a vintage thrift store haul, so I'll be doing that. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a little bit of a backstory of what's been going on in my life. So as you know, as many of you, my subscribers, you guys know that I had a really good, strong start off for my 2025 with my YouTube channel. And I had every intention of really moving forward and trying to be very consistent and doing my videos. But life happens, just like for everybody, right? And that happened for me. And so many things have kind of not, I wouldn't say gotten into the way, but it just seems like I don't have, my time was really, really limited. So you guys know that I still work full time, so I'm not retired. I just turned 60 this past December. And so I have a little bit of a ways to go before I can officially retire. But I also don't think that my retirement will look like, where I'm not doing anything. But that's another story in another video. So the beginning of this year, let's see. So I had a lot of good things and that happened. I became a grandmother in March. For a great grandmother. I'm sorry, let me correct that. I am a great grandmother now. I have 10 grandchildren, and 3 of them are adults and in their 20s, and my second granddaughter gave me a beautiful bouncing baby boy grandson who we welcomed into the world on March 18th. And we are ecstatic. I've seen him when he was born, and then a little bit after that, I gave him his first bath. But then after that, I got sick. I ended up getting a really bad cold, and when I get a cold, you guys, I get bronchitis, and it can turn into pneumonia really quick. And I'm not quite sure why I'm getting sick. This is the second cold I've had this year. I usually only get one. And I always say that that's because I have a really strong immune system since I've worked in the prison system so many years. I feel like that, and I also was a preschool teacher when my children were young. So I don't know. For whatever reason, I am getting sick more often now, and maybe it's because I work from home now. So in any case, I did get sick after that, and then shortly after that, I traveled to and which is what has happened recently. I lost a very special uncle. I have my uncle Sammy and my aunt Virgie were a big part of my life growing up as a kid when I lived in California, and they've always been a big part of my life. And then they moved to Arizona, and I love them. Like they have been like amazing, and they've been a big part of my life, a big part of my kids' life. When I would go to California and visit and stuff, it's just been a really wonderful relationship. And he recently passed away, my Uncle Sammy, and he lived a very long life and a very wonderful life at that. He has lots of, I think they have 5 generations of grandchildren. My aunt is now going to be 90 this year, and she's beautiful. And guys, she doesn't have any issues at all except her knee hurts, and she uses a cane now. But she's like So she's so inspiring to me because, not only does she take care of herself so beautifully, but she also takes care of her family, her friends, her children and everybody. And her home is immaculate and just beautifully decorated. And I'm just always encouraged by her. But yeah, so we recently lost him. And so we need to like be there for her. Not that she needs it, but we want to make sure that she has everything she needs, and she's got, and she was with my Uncle Sammy for 70 years. So, yeah. Um, and she's doing great. She's doing really great. She's such an independent, strong woman. So she's doing really great. She's just very tired. We traveled because they lived in Arizona, but they took his remains to California to be buried, and so, um, that's where we went for the funeral services. And so yeah, so that's been going on. And then let me see, so then I had the baby shower, and that was a big planning. We had over 100 people there. So I did everything, you guys. I did the food and everything. And well, I had some help, of course, but a lot of it I did do. Let's see what. So there's just been a lot of things going on, and yeah, and so I work full time, and I have kids, and then I have five birthdays in March. And so what I do is that's our biggest birthday bash, like a lot of the birthdays in our family. And so I just do one big meal and then celebrate everybody's birthday on that day. And that works out really well. So just a lot of stuff going on, and I just haven't had a whole lot of time, and then been getting sick. and yeah, so yeah, so that's what's been going on. So hopefully now things are a little bit calmer. I do have a couple more things that are going to be happening. My daughter is graduating. She's getting her bachelor's in nursing, and so she takes her test, and she's going to be an RN, and I'm really happy and proud of her for that. And then we have a couple of those nights where we'll be celebrating. And then I don't have anything except Easter. Of course, we all have that. And then Memorial Day, I always open our swimming pool on that day, and we have invite, our family over, and we have swimming and fun and potluck. It's just a fun day. And then that's it. I mean, just lots of just down, so my schedule should be back to, a little easier. And then I also, some of you guys know that I am pursuing a second master's degree. So I'm working on that, and I had taken leave of absence because I had so many things going on in my life, and so I just took, and so I'm back at that schedule. So yeah, so that is what a lot of what's been happening. And so because I owed you an explanation, because I kind of, I started really strong for my videos, and then I kind of just, yeah. And I also want to do my lives too. I have a couple people that I want to bring on and interview, well, not interview, but invite on here, and just kind of talk to them and do crafting while we do that. And so that's something that I'll be working on really, really soon. Okay, so let's move on, and I'm going to get to the video, because I did about almost 10 minutes of just chattering about that. And now I'm going to get to this. So I went to the funeral. My cousin brought me some photos, and I wanted to share them with you. So this, you guys, is my great-grandfather. This was my mom's mother's father, and they called them the Creel brothers. And so I got that, which I think is cool. This is my uncle. I went to his funeral in December, and he was my mom's youngest brother. And so this is that uncle, and then that is my mom, and that is her other brother. And you can see these are really cool pictures she gave me. And then here's my grandfather. That was my mom's dad, and then her brothers, I think. We can't really see their faces, but. And then this is my grandmother. This was my nanny, and this is her as she was an elderly woman. So yeah, that was her. And then this is the uncle who just passed away. That's when he was younger. That's how he was when he passed away. This uncle he lived an amazing life, you guys. And he also did a lot for civil rights movement. I mean, he was an amazing, amazing man. And my cousin, who's his daughter, wrote this book, Manifest Destinies, The Making of the Mexican American Race by Laura E. Gomez. And she wrote, I believe she's written 4 books. This is, I think, her first book. So this is awesome. Yeah, so this is my cousin, and she is a professor. She actually was a professor at UCLA, a law professor, and she retired from there after many, over 20 years, I'm sure. And then she retired and moved back to New Mexico, and she now is a professor at the University of New Mexico, which is where her dad was. So yeah, so that's that, and I was happy to get those. She gave me those at the funeral that I just went to California. We saw each other. So I have some books. So I went with my brother and his wife to California, and then on the way back, because my brother's 2 hours from me, or an hour and a half, about an hour and 45 minutes. And before I left there, my brother lives by a thrift store that I love, and the prices are insane, you guys. They're so good. And so I had to go over there and check out and see what they had, because I wanted to make sure. I don't get there very often. I want to go stop by. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys are some things that I saw. Let me see. Let me put these right here. Alright, so one of the things that I got were these poker chips, and they look like they're vintage. I'm not quite sure if they are, but a friend of mine asked for some of these, so I thought, well, I'll pick some up and send some to her. Hopefully she still needs them, and if not, I'll just keep them and see what I can make with them. Alright, you guys, I had like a really, I don't know, a brain fart or something, because I bought these for a really good deal. But what they are die cuts. Now, I didn't think about it at the time, but I don't have the stamps. So they're just the die cuts without the stamps, and they're kind of useless to me. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, getting these die cuts. I mean, the stamps for these die cuts. So I'm going to figure out something to do with them. Now, this one I did find, and I can order the stamps, as well as this one, which is Sweet Carousel, that I can order the stamps. And I did look at it, and I liked them. So that is something that I may do. I haven't decided yet, because I'm on a no spend. And if I do that, like this one here was $21, I think. So that would be kind of pricey to, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I haven't decided what I'm doing with those. But what I did get, you guys, and here's another one that I don't have. I don't know what I was thinking. That was kind of a goofy move on my part. Okay, so I got this stamp, and this was Mermaid at Heart by Stampendous, and Mermaid Fun Cling Set, and it says Mermaid Hair Don't Care from 2019. I got that one. I got this one from Right at Home. This is from 2017, and these look like building your flowers, but I thought they'd be cool designs for mixed media, So I'm gonna try those. I got these. Let's see. I got these. These are like let's see, like teacup and all of that. Happy birthday. So I like that. And then I got these. These are Christmas ones. Baking Christmas with Cheer. We Whisk You a Merry Christmas, which is cute. Yeah, I like that one. And that is by, let's see, Simple Stories. And then this one is by Echo Park. And this one's really cute that I can use in anything. Best Day Ever, Make Today Great, Best Friends, Never Stop Dreaming. Here is a really pretty Christian one. It has some Bible verses on there, and I could use those for some cards. And then this one is, this is woodware. I've never heard of this, but it's a really cute stamp, and it's an owl. Happy Owlidays. Really cute. And these were really cheap, you guys. I think I only paid like $1 for these. And then this one is actually, they go together with that. And these are some sentiments. These are really cute. Sending you lots of love. Sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together. When I see you, my eyes turn to little hearts. Wishing you the best day ever. Happy everything. Thanks. You're one in a million. So those, I was happy to have those. Those are really cute. And I got this one. This is a die cut, and this is a Sizzix Thinlits, and this says thanks with flowers and hearts. It's really cute. So this will be really cute to have. This is a set of stencils, and I could, you do like the end, like the edge, like a border. There you go, border. This is, I remember these back, let me see, what year is this? It doesn't say, but I remember these a long time ago, you guys. I never had any saturated canary. This is Playtime, but a lot of people were, when the coloring first came out, a lot of people were doing this. This might be like maybe 2011, 2012. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't have the year. But these are really cute, and I thought, well, I'm going to grab it. And then I got these little frames and these die cuts, Christmas die cuts. I thought these were cute. And then these are canvas shapes, and those are pretty because you can paint them really pretty. And I'm gonna do mixed media and then have those painted. Those will be fun. And then this stamp set, which I think you build a tree. I'm pretty sure, but I haven't played with this, so I don't know. So those I got, you guys, and those are really cool. And like I said, I don't know about these yet. That was just a total goof on my part. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, and then I got this. This is a what do you call it, embossing folder, and so that was cute, so I got that. And then I got books, guys. They had books there for $4, so I picked up some books, and I like to get these books and then separate my pages for, like, if I'm doing Christmas journals, I have all my Christmas paper. If I'm doing Halloween journals, I have all my Halloween, and then I put them in files, in little files. So this is a good one for Halloween stories, and this one has nothing but Halloween stories in it. And so I basically degut the books, and then I put them in a file for all the Halloween papers. This way, when I'm doing a journal, I just grab my Halloween papers and I can just, take from there. Alright, so that's that one. That one's really cute. It's 5-minute Halloween stories, which is a really cute book to keep if you wanted to keep for a little one, because I got it at a really good deal, and I think this would be really cute, but I will be using it for Halloween pages, and the reason why is because it is so colorful. I love colorful, pages like that in my journals. So I got that one. And then I got this one, you guys, and this one is Heartwarming Expressions for Crafting and Scrapbooking. Now this looks like it's got some like clip art in it, and I don't know what the copyright is for this, but these are really cute. So I mean, even if I use these for myself, these are sweet, and they have like whole pages, like that's a cute page. If I printed that on a colored piece of paper, would be really sweet in a journal, right? That one, that's cute. Heading down memory lane. Yeah, and I could, a lot of these are really cute. There's that one. So yeah, so this is a Halloween one, and I'll have to research and see what the copyright for these are, because they do have like copyright, like what copyright 1997. With the purchase of the book, you have permission to trace, photocopy, and enlarge the expressions and graphics to aid you in application into your projects for your own personal fun. No part of this book may be reproduced for other means under federal copyright laws except for a reviewer who may quote brief excerpts or the permission from the publisher. Okay, so I can copy these and use them for my own use, which is awesome, because that's exactly what I'll do. Like these will be fun to use for my own, and my soul is fed by, and I can give them as gifts if I wanted to. I don't have to sell, I can't sell them, but I'm sure I can give them as gifts. So that'll be fun. So I got that. And then, let's see. Guys, I got this one, and I was really excited to get this one, because this is a French dictionary, you guys. It is a French-English dictionary. It is, what year? 1962. So it's sort of it's vintage. And this is, yeah, it's all French words. Isn't that awesome? And I have a friend who loves everything French, and I'm going to be sharing with her. So I figure what I'll do is maybe 2 pages of each for that. So that was fun. And then I got this one. I have tons of little golden books, but I don't think I have any Sesame Street. Now, the only problem is this page, but that doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I could put a little corner. It doesn't matter. I usually keep when I do my little golden books, I keep the story in there, and I really love this story. So I'm going to be keeping that. So that is that. And then, guys, I got this one as a poem, and this one is a 1941 vintage book. It is old and beautiful, and it's great poems, old and new. 1947. I did look it up because it was Roman numeral. Was made in the United States. The pages, you guys, are so worn and beautiful, and just the images are great. Like, yeah, I love it. So that's going to be fun to use. I got this one, you guys, and this is like old school. Secretaries use these to file. You put, you put the names you know, in alphabetical order in your file. I'm going to use this as my, for all my collage stuff. So like anything for magazines, whatever, like, you know, for like cars, I'll put in C, or girls, or faces, you know, just, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put it in a folder and just keep it like that so I can do that, because that's, yeah, I could not leave that. Guys, look at this. This is an Ideals publication, and this is like a friendship book. But Ideals, this is from 1961, was published. Look at these. Look at the images, you guys. Aren't those beautiful? It all has a bunch of friendship poems in the entire book. Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? So, look at that. I mean, you could literally take these out and frame them. That's how pretty they are. They're like such pretty pages. So I got that, and look at that. Isn't that a beautiful book? I can't wait. I'm going to use this as a journal myself. Alright, so those are good. And then, guys, look. This is an atlas, and I got this. I have lots of atlas, but I thought this was perfect because when one page, this is one page, and this is the size of it, and it's like perfect. And so I'm going to have like perfect pages that are going to be awesome to just fold and put in my journal. So I got that, and it's pretty thick. And let's see, what year is this? It's 2003, so that was good. And let's see, so, and then I got this. This is the Disney Descendants, you guys, mouse spell books, and I like to make really cute spell books. Well, I made them for my daughter, and they're really cute with the eye on the top and just really freaky looking, and I like to put spells in there. I made some of my own, but these are really cute to put in there, and I don't sell them, so, you know, I could just put them in there, and I think that'll be cool. So those would be fun to put into a Halloween journal. And I always look for these. You guys, I've been looking for one of these, and I hadn't found one, but I did now. So this here, you guys, is a Grey's Anatomy book. It has nothing to do with the movie or the show Grey's Anatomy, but look at how old this is. And this has human body parts and insides, and these are perfect for Halloween journals. So I got, you know, with the bones, and yeah, I love that. So I got that, and look how thick it is. So I got that. And let's see, the last thing I got from that thrift store were these two pieces of fabric, which I think will be great in a Valentine journal, you know, to use them for a Valentine journal. I don't think I have any Valentine material, so yeah, I was happy to get that. So yeah, that's what I got at that thrift store. And if you guys just hold on really fast, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, because I also went to my favorite one locally, and I'll show you. I picked up only a few things, but really wonderful things. So hold on. You guys, I forgot, but I did have something else and my daughter's trying to take it from me, but I got this for like 12 cents at that thrift store. It is a brochure, and I think it's from 1961, and it's a Disneyland brochure. And I got this there, and I think it's so cool to use this as like Disney pages on a Disney journal would be amazing. So I got that. So at my favorite thrift store, I always go in there and try to just pick up whatever I can. But the only book that I got was this one, and this is Richard Scarry's. And I like these big books, you guys. These are great blue books. This will be a great book for, you know, let me move some of this stuff. This will be a great book for glue book, journal. Plus, I love Richard Scarry, and it's very colorful, right? So I got that, and let's see. Whenever I see these, I get these. These were 25 cents. These are those clips. I'm constantly needing those or using them. And then I got this, and I got that. I will go ahead and show you guys what I got. So this is a container, and it's a clear one. I got it for 25 cents, you guys, but I got it because it had these cool cards in it, and they're all affirmations. And you can and must stand firm and whole as you are. So these are just affirmations. Aren't these cool? Now it has the blue. I didn't get it for the thing, but I just think these are awesome. And then sayings from the Course of Miracles. Wow. These are cool. So these are from the Course of Miracles, and I've read the Course of Miracles. Nothing around you but is part of you. Look at it lovingly and see the light of heaven in it. Yeah, so I got that. And then these are all affirmation cards, you guys. Aren't those cool? These will be great cards to go into, and it says affirmation cards. Yeah. So I got those. Let's see, affirmation. Lesson 19. I just like the cards. I was like, ah. Alright, so I got those. But the box is nice too, so I definitely will be using the box. So I got that. And that was 25 cents, you guys. And then I got these. And I always try to pick up these when I can because they're good to have. Just straight edges. I got, you know, for our calendars. I got this one. Let's see, electronic. This is electronic. Wiring. These are all like wiring. But, this one has just shapes. Sun. A school. Yeah, they just have different shapes and stuff. So I got those. And then, oh, I got this, you guys. And I have a bow maker, but that was handmade for me. And these are like really cool. This is really cool, actually. This is, so this one, you just put them like that. And then you just make your bows how big you want it. So that is really cool. And I was happy to have that one. I have an old one. You guys, let me show you what I have. Well, I can get it because it's in there. But this is cool. This is really, I'm really happy to have this because the one I have is a big thick one on a 2x4. So yeah, I got that. And then I got, oh, whenever I find these, you guys, I get these so I can alter them. You know how we do, we alter. So I got the CD cases. So I got those. And then I got a couple of these. And I like these because this is handmade paper. These were only 25 cents, but so these are good to have. Like, just, I don't know. What I don't know. Why did I get them? Don't ask me, I don't know. So this is looks like a little travel journal, and it has like, and I just got it because it was 25 cents. And it says, "Hi, hope you had a great trip. Saw this at a craft show and thought you might like it, Elaine. Love, Danielle." So, well, that was nice. Too bad Elaine didn't save it for Danielle, huh? Anyways, that's cute, right? So, I got that. And the last thing I got were these labels, the address labels. And those are just, I just try to get these when I can. These are just, yeah, I don't know. I get them. I get them when I see them. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed my brief update on my life. I hope that you guys are all doing well. And for my new subscribers, thank you guys for subscribing. And I really do have intentions of really, doing at least one video a week, and that doesn't always happen, but yeah, so I'm just doing the best I can, you guys. You know how we do. This is life, right? All right, well, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.